Today, we are diving into something truly fascinating from a spiritual hypnosis transcript. It's this idea that we can actually absorb information from the universe and metabolize it, turn it into real personal growth. The source has this incredible name for it, the photosynthesis of the soul. It's a really powerful metaphor for a deep, inner journey of transformation. The whole session is really framed by this one core intention, which, translates to something like to progressively descend into silence, to be taught and perhaps transformed from within. This just sets the stage perfectly, doesn't it? It shifts our focus away from just learning facts and presents this as a blueprint for some really profound inner change. All right, so where does a journey like this even begin? Well, according to the source, it all kicks off with a conscious choice to expand our own awareness. The process is visualized as this expansion right from your very core. Your consciousness just starts moving outwards in every direction. And the source uses this amazing analogy. It's like you're walking through a tunnel, and as you move, lights just keep switching on ahead of you, illuminating layer after layer of your own being. But what fuels this expansion? What's the energy source? The source introduces this key idea, a unique kind of energy it calls informational light. To make this idea a little more tangible, the source draws a parallel to our physical senses. Think about it. Just like your skin receives information from the sun's heat, the idea here is that our consciousness can receive information from these photons that are zipping all through the universe. And, just as nerve signals have to travel to the brain, this informational light is said to converge right on our central axis, our spinal column. It's here that it all gets gathered and prepared for the most important step of all, transmutation. And this brings us to the session's absolute central metaphor, human photosynthesis. We all get how plants do it, right? But how in the world would a process like that work inside of us? This is the big question. A plant takes sunlight and synthesizes it into life-giving energy. The source is suggesting that we do something remarkably similar with information, but it's happening on the level of our consciousness. Okay, this table breaks it all down so well. So where a plant uses sunlight as its input, we're using this informational light. Where a plant has chlorophyll to do the processing, we have our consciousness. And the output, while it isn't oxygen, the output is these incredible qualities like joy, wisdom, and creativity. So these are the actual products of this whole inner synthesis. The process is described as creating real-world states of being, joy, confidence, these intuitive flashes, and awakened creativity. It's literally about turning raw, abstract information into felt wisdom and a deep inner faith. But how does this transformation happen on a, let's say, biological level? The source takes this idea even deeper, connecting it to the very code of our life, our DNA. The original French transcript has this really clever point with a little play on words. In French, we don't like to be gêné, which means to be hindered or bothered. The source suggests our gènes, our genes, are not meant to hinder us either. They're not some kind of prison, but carriers of all this latent potential that's just waiting to be activated. So, how is this potential activated? The source uses such a simple but really elegant metaphor. Our DNA acts comme des diapasons, like tuning forks. So the idea here is that when this informational light enters our system, our DNA resonates with it, kind of like a tuning fork humming at just the right frequency. Now, according to the transcript, this resonance doesn't change our genes, but it activates dormant information. It creates this amazing internal echo chamber, amplifying new potentials into our conscious thoughts and feelings. This internal resonance, this inner humming, it leads to the final stage described in the session, this state of complete integration, where you become what it calls the light vehicle. Now, this highlights a really profound shift in identity. The journey might start with you feeling like a passenger in a vehicle of light, a concept some people call a Merkaba. But at the peak of this whole process, your perception completely flips. You realize you're not just in the vehicle, you are the vehicle. Your own being is the structure of light. So what does this state of integration even feel like?
Well, the source describes it as a feeling of total completeness and coherence. That feeling of searching for something more, it's just gone. Doubts completely dissolve, and they're replaced by this sense of perfect alignment and self-sufficiency. You are simply whole.
And this brings us to the session's final and really provocative conclusion. There was no meaning because it was everywhere, universally dispersed. The implication here is that the search for a single, special meaning, it ends when you realize that meaning isn't a destination you arrive at. It's the very fabric of existence. It's present in everything, waiting not to be discovered, but to be experienced. And maybe that's the ultimate transformation.
Silence take me down, no need to run, no need to fight. I open up, I drop the sound and welcome in the healing light. My heart begins to softly glow, a flame that grows with every breath. The subtle currents flow, this is the path beyond the death. I don't resist, I just receive a photon wave from deep within, and every cell starts to believe the change begins where I begin. And long, but lights ignite with every step. Each layer sings a sacred song and lifts my soul from every depth.